おいおい、そんな大げさに。
If there's one anime genre that is still rocking the anime world, it's isekai, and I've tried my best to cover underrated ones out there. So without wasting any time, I present to you Top 10 Transferred to Another World Anime. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also hit that notification bell so that you can stay updated whenever I upload a new video. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Let's start our list with MUV-LUV Alternative. It's a story of the bonds between those who fight in a world pushed to its limits. On one of the countless parallel worlds that exist throughout space-time, humanity has fought a decades-long war against hostile extraterrestrial invaders, using humanoid fighting machines called tactical surface fighters. This is a story of how humanity lives and dies while on the brink of extinction. I feel even if you're not familiar with the visual novel, you would enjoy this one. Even though it's too early to judge the anime, I think the start is decent. Overall, just don't expect too much from the show, and you'll be fine. It's just there for entertainment. I recommend you give it a try and decide for yourself. In 9th place, we have Ni no Kuni. Three best friends, Yu, Haru, and Kotona enjoy a tranquil high school life together. However, one day, suspicious man pursues and stabs Kotona while hastily carrying the girl to the hospital. The two boys are nearly hit by a truck, but miraculously remain unharmed. Instead, they find themselves in a fairy tale-like kingdom with many exotic diversity of people and wonderful creatures. However, their friend is missing. Upon inspecting a picture of the kingdom's princess, they find a shocking truth. Now they need to find a connection between their lost friend and the kingdom's princess, while figuring out a way to save them. I feel if you're looking for serious plot and character development, then you might get disappointed. Don't get me wrong, if you want to spend some free time and watch something entertaining, then you should try this one. Coming in at 8th place, we have 18th. Waking up in a strange bedroom. In a dream world, our protagonist finds a strange app on his phone. When he activates the program, an odd woman tries to drag him to her realm, but he gets saved by a white-haired girl. Later she reveals that the woman is a witch. With the help of World Dream Research, they defeat the witch and expect to return to the real world. However, they find themselves in the same dream in the bedroom. Now they must solve the mysteries of witches and leave the dream world. If you avoid the animation, I feel it's a great show to enjoy. Just don't drop it after watching the first episode. It's that type of show where you have to invest some time to extract some enjoyment out of it. Overall, if you are into the supernatural genre and want to watch something different, then I recommend you to try this one. In 7th place, we have Cheat Pharmacist's Slow Life. Our protagonist, who's a corporate slave, gets transported to a fantasy world. He soon discovers that he can craft potions at a higher level than his rank should allow. Taking advantage of this, he makes enough profit to open his own pharmacy. This is how his new life of making medicines for fantasy creatures begins. In my opinion, this show is really cute and light-hearted. It definitely gives a Slime 300 kind of vibe. They have done a great job in setting up the overall premise and atmosphere. Overall, you won't get a deep story, but what you'll get is genuinely likable characters and a vibrant world with a beautiful color palette. You should give it a try if you're seeking a relaxing show with a touch of fantasy elements. Moving on with our list, we have The Girl in Twilight. The urban legend says, if you use a radio player in front of the sacred tree at a specific time, you get transported to a different dimension. Our protagonist and her friends decide to perform this ritual, and apparently, it works. They get transferred to a parallel world known as fragments. Our protagonist meets her parallel self, and she tells them about the great danger that faces all the parallel worlds. Even though having powerful ideas and deep characters, I feel the storyline is a little on the average side. Don't get me wrong, it does a good job in overall enjoyment and character development. Overall, it's a decent and also an underrated show to enjoy and have a good time. I recommend you give it a try and decide for yourself. In fifth place, we have Occult Academy. Story revolves around our protagonist, an uptight teenager who has returned to the Waldstein Occult Academy with a hatred of the supernatural. She initially intends to run the school into the ground, but her plans are thrown into chaos when a new teacher claiming to be a time agent informs her that he has been sent from the future to prevent the Nostradamus prophecies from coming to pass. With a rift to another dimension due to open at the Waldstein Academy, the unlikely pair must locate a mysterious object known as the Nostradamus Key and destroy it before humanity falls prey to the occult. I feel if plot is something you look highly while picking a particular show, then you'll enjoy this one. Also, the characters are the main highlight of this anime. Overall, if you're seeking a show that features parallel dimensions and time travel, then this one is for you. Coming in at the fourth place, we have TSUBASA Chronicle. During an excavation at the mysterious ruins, our protagonist finds his childhood friend Princess Sakura. She appears with wings, which disperses into many feathers. Each lost feather carries a portion of her memory. To save her life and restore her memories, our protagonist decides to travel through different dimensions and collect her feathers. I feel pacing can be slow for some viewers. Also, if you are not a fan of old animation, then you might not enjoy it. Overall, I feel enjoyable characters and action scenes are the strong points of the show. Also, added touch of romance elements makes it into an enjoyable experience. I highly recommend you to give this classic a try. In third place, we have The Faraway Paladin. Our protagonist lives in the ruined city of the dead. Far from human civilization, he is raised by 3 undead. However, one day, the boy begins to wonder about his origins. He uncovers the mysteries of the undead hidden in this faraway land. He learns of the love and mercy of good gods, as well as the paranoia and madness of evil gods. And once he learns it all, the boy embarks on the path to becoming a paladin. Even though it's a little early, I must say this is definitely the hidden gem of this season. First few episodes seem solid. If it follows through and is able to adapt the rest of the story perfectly, we may have another strong isekai contender here. I highly recommend you to start this anime.
I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down.
Coming in at second place, we have Sunny Boy. It was supposed to be a normal summer vacation, just like any other. Suddenly, the school begins to drift through another dimension, and 36 boys and girls are left there. Now they must survive with the superpowers that have awakened within them. Personally, I love the animation style, but many viewers won't find it appealing. Story looks great from the first episode, and I feel it has the potential of becoming something great. I think you should definitely give it a try, because this type of shows are more likely to fall under the underrated category. In the first place, we have NOEIN to Your Other Self. During last summer of elementary school, our protagonist and his friends decided to go ghost hunting. They had no idea the ghosts they'd find would turn their lives upside down. Unbeknownst to the children, The people who appeared before them are dragon soldiers, an elite military group from a dimension known as Lacrima. The soldiers have traveled to this dimension to secure the Dragon Tor, an entity they believe to be their last hope for survival. I feel this particular series is very underrated. If you're looking for an interesting storyline with good character development, then you're going to love this show. Overall, if you're into sci-fi genre and want to watch something amazing, then I highly recommend you to give it a try. That's all for today's list, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed the video. Show your support by dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Also follow me on my social media accounts to stay updated. In the end, you all stay happy and I will see you in the next video. See ya.